Thank
Thank you.
you. So, welcome everyone to the Heart of Germany tour. And this tour is going to take part from 7th of September to 13th September 2025. So, next year, September. And we created a very, very nice itinerary for you. Next slide. What do we have? Yeah. So for those, I don't know how many new are in the meeting, but we both did an apprenticeship at Schloss Adler or now Venera Wine Society. So that's how we know Hans, and also Max and I studied at the same university in Germany. And yeah, we meet every year at ProWein and taste some new vintages for you and find some new wines. So yeah, these pictures are from the last years of ProWein. And yeah, so I'm Henny. I'm from Germany, and I did 2019 the internship at Schloss Adler. And before that, when I was 16, I fell into wine. And yeah, that's why I studied international wine business. Also, I represented 3 years my home wine region as a wine princess. So I actually can give you some autogram cards if you want. And also, I'm living now in Vienna. I moved there 4 years ago for my master degrees, and yeah, I'm also trading a little bit wine on the side. So now I'm handing over to Maxi.
Thank you. So yeah, my name is Maxi. I did an apprenticeship as a winemaker, studied international wine business, but also collected winemaking experiences across the globe, Chile, South Africa, France. And then I did an internship with Venera, after which I pursued a little bit of a scientific career in the wine tourism field. But first of all, I'm a big-time wine tourist myself. Biggest experience was a 6-month world wine tour after my studies. And now I just took over a winery in the Rheingau region, which we will visit. So for the Germany trip, we will also, or you will also get to visit my winery together with us. So I'm very excited about that. All right, let's dive into it. Some general info.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can go.
yeah, thanks.
You're too excited.
Yeah, exactly. We will have a maximum group size of 14 people, and all transportation, meals, drinks, and tips are included for the trip. And obviously, most important part is the wines, which we will have enough. Don't even worry about that. You will have wine every time you want one. Okay.
So day one, we are starting. So everyone can fly to Frankfurt. There are also some direct flights, and then we will pick you up in Frankfurt and keep in that area. So we once we picked you all up, we drive with a private bus to a hotel in the Rhine Valley. So it's just from Frankfurt there's the Rhine River, and on the side we're gonna drive, and then 1 hour into the wine region. There we have some welcome lunch near the Rhine River where Maxi actually had his wedding, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So we're gonna go to that place and have a nice view and nice lunch. And then we're gonna do a castle and winery visit with the carriage ride, which is very fun. You can see it in the top right. So we're gonna sit there and have some wine and have a nice view and yeah, enjoy the weather and the view. Then we do the check-in to a very cool forest hotel, very hidden in the forest and a nice view. And after that, we're gonna go to a friended winery of Maxi and have some unique dinner with them together there. And so on the picture on the bottom right, you can see one of the wineries we're gonna visit when we do the carriage ride. And in that one is actually famous for that's the place where the Spätlese is founded. So you're gonna go to a historic place as well.
Yes, exactly. Spätlese is late harvest in English, and you see it from here, from down there. But if you are up there, you have an incredible view too. Okay. Day 2. Here you see some impressions, and you can already guess it will be a great trip. This is actually a very, very cool tour. After a breakfast at the hotel, we will take a cable car ride up to the Niederwald Monument, which you see in the center right picture. From above there, you can see pretty much all the region. And then we will either take a short hike, which is about 20 to 30 minutes, or a shuttle bus over to another cable car, which then goes down the hill. But it is where the Rhine River makes a turn. And so it's actually a very completely different landscape. It's in a beautiful valley, very small valley, and you have traditional romantic castles everywhere. So this is actually kind of like a fairy tale. I'm already looking forward to that too. And then we will embark on a ship there, on a boat, which takes us back over the Rhine River to the other side of the Rhine, to the Bechtelfrei winery, which I'm sure many of you guys know. They will take us in, and since it's already harvest time, we will probably get some harvesting experience. And yeah, after that, we will go back and visit my winery, or me and my partner's winery, which I just took over, and have a nice dinner there, which actually has a beautiful view too, in a very familiar atmosphere with friends and family. And my wife will make traditional German pizza for us. Or what is Flammkuchen in German? You know that, Henny?
I think it's the same as, isn't it phlegm cake?
Flam cake, yeah, so sounds about right. So it's kind of like a pizza, but thinner, and yeah, traditional German style. So that was day 2, obviously with the best for last at our winery.
So, it's okay, tart. Apparently, French pizza or tart is the translation.
Oh, okay.
You have to taste it and see it. So day 3, we stay. Before that, we stayed 2 nights in the Rhine Valley, and then we're gonna change to another hotel and to another place, to Heidelberg, which is a bit further south. And that's gonna be the place where we do the next following days some day trips. So we're gonna stay in that city, which is very cool. And then we do just day trips. So it's a very historic, beautiful city, also alongside the river. So we do the breakfast and hotel checkout in the Rhine Valley, drive with a private bus to Heidelberg city, have a lunch and a beer tasting in a local brewery, because we cannot always drink wine. We also have to drink beer in Germany. So we're gonna have that for lunch, and we have wine as well if you don't want to drink beer. No, don't worry about that. And after that, we gonna ride on the Heidelberg mountain with the railway and do a guided tour in the castle. You can see it on the bottom right, so you also have a nice view of the city. And after that, you have some free time in the old town, and yeah, look around, buy some souvenirs, do some shopping, and in the end, we're gonna have a dinner in a local restaurant together. So next day.
Yes. So day 4, we will visit Baden-Baden, which is a famous spa town. So people from all over go there just to relax and enjoy the beautiful old city, which you see here on the upper left picture. That's how it looks there. And it's surrounded by a castle. So the whole town is basically a castle. And obviously, why are we there? Also to do some wellness, to relax a little bit after all the impressions that you already took and the expressions that will come in the following days. Just relax at the nice Caracalla spa, traditional and most beautiful spa area in this old town of Baden-Baden. Then we will enjoy a nice lunch at a local restaurant, take a funicular railway up to the mountain, which is where you see on the down left corner. That's where we will be then, with a beautiful view over the town and just some nice relaxing time, which is the headline of that day. And then, last but not least, we will visit the dinner and a castle. So it's a winery and a castle at the same time, which you see on the down right corner in the beautiful landscape with traditional food, and in the middle of the castle with beautiful typical dishes for the region. So enough relaxation. Let's go on with day 5.
So in day 5, we're gonna go again. We're gonna sleep in Heidelberg, have some breakfast, and then we're gonna drive with a private bus to Stuttgart, which is the main capital, which is the capital city of the state, Baden-Württemberg, and so it's in a bit more in the south, actually, where I'm from. And so we're gonna do all the things I like to do in Stuttgart. We do first for the car lovers a tour of the Mercedes-Benz Museum, so you can see the vintage cars and the old cars and basically the evolution of the car production through the centuries. After that, we have a lunch in a local brewery because Stuttgart is also wine, but also beer focused. And then we're gonna have some special tea time on the highest tower. It's a television tower. You can see it on the second left picture. So we go up with the lift there and have some nice view and have some tea or sparkling wine or champagne. And then to finish it up, we have a nice cooking class together. There also my mom will join us, and she will have us to do typical pasta, Swabian pasta. It's basically like a ravioli, different filling, but a typical Swabian ravioli. We're gonna do them all together and then eat them and have some wine with it in a cooking school. And after that, once we are full of ravioli and wine, we're gonna drive back to Heidelberg with the bus.
Yes, and now probably the highlight of the tour is visiting the biggest wine festival of the world. This is called the Wurstmarkt. But before that, we will first travel around the region a little bit and take an illuminated wine tasting, where you play around with different wines and see how your perception of them changes with different lighting. So this is a very nice sensual experience, which is very unique in this atmosphere. And then we will take a nice lunch at a former Roman winery. So we basically will be in a kind of Roman ruins with a beautiful view and do a typical German lunch, which basically means you all have your little plate, and we will have all kind of different specialties in the middle, and everybody can just put on their plate which they want, with some typical German bread, which we are very proud of in Germany, I'm sure you know. And then we will visit the biggest wine festival of the world, the Wurstmarkt. And maybe also interesting to know, it's close to the Rammstein base, so to the American base. So meaning many Americans like to go there just to enjoy the biggest wine festival of the world and just the local culture in the Pfalz region, which apart from the Wurstmarkt is famous for having parties all over the region. And at this festival, we will also have the dinner. And yeah, then we will drive back to the beautiful Heidelberg to ease off into the evening.
And then we're coming to the end, so we're gonna go back from Heidelberg. We have to find a breakfast and do the checkout. Then we drive back to Frankfurt and have a nice little last view of Frankfurt, because it's also an interesting city. As you can see there on the picture, it has some. The old town is directly to the new business district, so it's very cool to have both. So we're gonna do a short tour in the medieval town and see the skyline of Frankfurt, and then we will drop you off in the city or at the airport. And then we have, I think, the accommodations, right?
Exactly.
Yes. So the first one, we're gonna stay 2 nights in the Rhine Valley, which I mentioned before, the Forest Hotel. You can see in the top left, it's very, very embedded in the forest and very nice. And we're gonna have junior suites, also breakfast, of course, included. And then the next one, Maxi.
Yes, the next one will be the Hotel Schloss Ritter St. Georg in Heidelberg, which is exactly in the beautiful old town in Heidelberg, which people from all over the world come to visit. I actually talked to a few people from Heidelberg, and when they hear it's in this hotel, they're like, oh, wow, okay, you're exactly in the center, and this is exactly where you want to be when you visit Heidelberg. Very traditional hotel, and just the perfect location to start exploring. Good.
And then we have some frequently asked questions. So to get an idea from Frankfurt Airport to the city where we're gonna meet, it's 30 minutes by car or train, or you can take an Uber. It's available in Europe and also Germany. And also you can mainly pay by credit card, so you basically don't need to change some money. Maybe you can withdraw some euros, but it's not that necessary. And also another thing to mention, when we go to the Baden-Baden and do the spa day, the spa is included, but the treatments would be for extra charge. But we are happily to arrange them for you. And then
yes, and probably not the most important, but important nonetheless, the pricing. So all that what we did together, all the different transportation, the ships, the carriage ride, the cable car, all the meals and everything will be for a awesome price of 5,495 per person if you book for 2, so based on double occupancy. If you want to join on your own and just be together with a great group of wine aficionados, you will have the price of $5,995. That's based on the single occupancy. All right.
And then we mentioned it before in the Austria tour, but it might be interesting this way as well. So before we do the Germany tour, we have the Austria tour, which Maxi and I are also doing. So in case you're interested to do both, we would have a special offer, and we would include the transport from the Austria tour with a visit of Salzburg city and some sightseeing, some wonderful dinner, hotel and breakfast, and the flight to Frankfurt for free. So in case you're interested, you could do Austria and then Germany, and we would love to go with you on both.
Exactly. If you didn't see the Zoom call for the Austria meeting, you will find it on the website shortly, because it will be uploaded in case you missed it an hour ago. All right, so nothing left to say except we can't wait to go on tour with you. Sign up I think we made a beautiful tour. You will get to see so many different places, so many different impressions, and with beautiful people which are related or closely related to us. So you get the full local experience. Thank you so much, and sign up.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Woo!
Yay.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Maxi. Thank you, Henny, for creating this presentation. Thank you to our customers and our travelers for joining the presentation. For those that ask questions to the chat, I will be answering them right now. Thank you for sending in your questions. One question that we had was from Jason, and he's curious to know if, Maxi, will we be visiting your winery during this year's tour in the year of 2024? Will we be visiting your winery this year?
Yes, we will. I mean, when we set up the tour for this year, I didn't have the winery, and it wasn't planned to take over a winery. It just kind of happened. But obviously, we will also incorporate it into this year's tour. It was actually not that hard because after Bechtelfrei Winery, we thought it would be nice to just have some casual dinner at a local pizzeria. But now we skipped that and said we go to my winery or to our winery and have the dinner there. And so it was very easy to switch up the program without missing out on anything. Yeah, so because right now we will have better pizza at a better place, and it will be homemade. So and actually a very typical German pizza, which is called tart. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, so
yeah, no,
Jason.
we will also visit it this year. Yeah.
Very cool. I mean, we had the Germany trip for this year planned, and obviously now we have the Germany trip for next year planned. But as you can see, when things change or really great opportunities come up, we try to make that for you guys so you guys can experience that as well. So Jason, hopefully you will enjoy Maxi's new winery when you get to visit this year. One other question that we had, which I guess you already mentioned, the wellness treatments for the Baden-Baden spa are going to be an additional charge. So same thing like we did for the Austrian trip, for the Germany trip, we will let Maxine Henny, the customers will let the office know, or if they would want to contact you directly, you guys can schedule your spa treatments, your wellness treatments ahead of time. If you are interested in that, Maxie, Henny, if you guys could maybe send over information about the cost of the treatments or what kind of treatments that they have, we can also send that over to our travelers who are interested in having a little extra self-care for their already well-prepared trip, for this trip. And then another question that we had was, all of the transportation in this trip is private. We're not taking any public transportation except for some of the cable cars, correct?
Yeah, on this
That's
tour.
a great question. Yes, we have our own private bus for the whole tour, with one driver who will be with us all the time. And no, we have our own private bus, and yeah, except for, as you mentioned, the cable car and so on. Yeah, but it's a very small cable car, so it also feels like it's private.
Very cool.
It fits actually two people only, so it's very, yeah.
Oh, so
It's
very
not
private, very intimate.
yeah.
Very cool. I realized well, obviously I already knew about the itinerary, but now you guys explaining it, the travelers are going to get to experience trains, like they're gonna have to take a plane to Germany. They get to be in cable cars, railways, so they're gonna be on multiple modes of transportation, which is really cool. And you guys Maxine and Henny, are taking care of that for them, planning it out, making sure everyone gets on and off at the right time. So that's very cool that the customers and the travelers get to experience that for
And
this German trip.
also boat and carriage ride with
Yeah,
the
well,
horse.
there you go. All of it. The only thing that they don't get is, actually they get everything. That's for the solid price $5,495. They get all modes of transportation, which is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And also we will be there at any time as well. So we also get to take all the modes of transportation, which I personally am looking forward to it as well. Yeah.
Yeah. One question that Jason had is, it looks like we will be trying a variety of wines. Will all the wines we try be available to order through Venera in case we fall in love with them? That is a great question, Jason. Many of the wines that, especially the ones from Frey Winery, you will be able to purchase by the case. As for some of the other wineries, and during the wine festival that you guys are going to be going to, that I am not 100% sure if you'll be able to purchase by the case through Venera. However, if you have extra luggage, I'm assuming that you can order some wines on your own and take them back to America for yourself. But that's a great question, Jason. Let me double check with our guides as well as with Hans to make sure if there's any way that we'll be able to get the wines for you. One thing that we love about doing these trips as well is that we do see wineries and visit wineries and vineyards that we don't have on our portfolio. So if we see that we get a really great response from our travelers and from our customers and our tasters, that's something that we always take into consideration as well. So if you have any comments about the vineyards that you visit and you absolutely love them and fall in love with them, let us know, because we're always trying to expand our portfolio to new wines, new vineyards, new grapes, etc. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining this presentation. For any of you that have extra questions, please just feel free to use them. Use the chat option and we'll be able to answer them. Much of the information is available on our website, veneratravel.com. I will send that over to all of you who have joined. We'll also send over the presentation. We will also send over any other documentation that we have. Monica has done a really great job of making sure that a lot of the information is on our website. So if you want a quick, easy place to look at, that's going to be your like dashboard for looking at our trips. Wow, Derek and Bev are very excited to seeing you guys in 2025. Woohoo! We've got people already.
Yay!
That's
Nice.
awesome. Thank you all so much for joining. If you guys don't mind, Maxie and Henny, maybe we'll stay on for a couple more minutes just in case any more questions come in through the chat. For those that will be signing off, thank you so much for joining the event. We really appreciate it. Any questions, concerns that you have about Venera travel, about our trips, or even just international travel, please let us know. We are in the office to help you guys out. Maxie and Henny are also available for you. If you guys don't mind, Maxie and Henny, I can send over our customers your information if you guys are okay with that. If not, Monica, myself, or your personal wine consultant will be able to assist you for any travel concerns. Or if you're interested in joining one of our trips, we are more than happy to have you along. Thank you so much again. Please, if you want to stay on the chat, talk to us, please feel free to do so. If not, have a great Sunday, everybody. We will talk to you soon, and we'll see you in Austria and Germany.